So, respected Chairman, Preeta Madam, Sunita Ma'am, Sangeeta Ma'am, Shobna Ma'am, all my colleagues from Apollo Hospitals, Apollo Health and Lifestyle, all the vendor partners, all the media partners who have reached here, Namaste and good morning to all. It is truly a very historic occasion, and I am very delighted and proud that we have today unveiled a state-of-the-art, world-class facility right here in Chennai. This facility is not only clinically most advanced, but also technologically. We have some of the best equipments in the world, and with fully automated best-in-class solutions anywhere available. This CRL lab was a vision of none other than our chairman, and equally supported by Preeta ma'am, Sangeeta ma'am, Sunita madam, and all our leadership team. It has really taken a lot of time to build this up, and I'm really thankful to everyone who has worked on this. This lab is truly going to be a benchmark and really set the standards for others to follow. We have more than 3,000 plus tests spread across 2 floors, 45,000 square feet, and we truly want to create a benchmark, and our mission is to continue to serve millions and millions with accessible, affordable, and high quality healthcare. With that, I think I'll hand it over to Saitya, and really thank you everyone for coming in and gracing the occasion today. Thank you.
Whole team from the Apollo division of diagnostics, lab services, the partners, Roche and all the others who've been part of this journey. I'm delighted and honored to be with all of you today. And while Sriram spoke about the terrorism in Pahalgam, Chairman talks to us a lot about how the NCDs should be considered as terrorists and the war against NCDs. And I think today, by the launch of the Apollo Diagnostics Lab, which, believe it or not, is truly state-of-the-art. It's called DigiSmart Central Reference Laboratory, but it's truly DigiSmart. And it can do literally within minutes and seconds what sometimes took us a very long time to come with a diagnostic answer. And today, 70% of what we do in the clinical space depends on diagnostics, on good diagnostics. And the team over the past 41 years, the Apollo Labs team, I must acknowledge them. It started with Chairman inviting an Army General, General Subramaniam, to head the Apollo Labs. And I think he set systems of the highest standards, of the highest clinical standards. And we've been lucky with the kind of personnel we had. Our team, they have got newer technology, and the technology now encompasses every aspect of the lab diagnostics. 30,000 square feet of truly state-of-the-art. I think we are truly blessed, and we have to thank Chairman for that and for his vision, because he never believes in doing anything in small measures. Whatever you do, you have to do it to the level, to the highest global standards. That and much more. So I want to say that today, because they have, like we had earlier, bits and pieces everywhere. It comes together. They have to get it right. We just have to do it because people trust us and they depend on us. And diagnostics is really the strongest arm of delivery of healthcare. So I think we don't have an option except to do it right. And the second is that, as leaders, we have to see how much more we can do. And I know that we will have telepathology, that, thanks to Sangeeta, the AI piece will come quickly into what we do. We will be able to predict the onset of disease, and we will be able to give quick, fast, deep and focused solutions.
Step in faster, quicker, more accurate, comprehensive and evolved diagnostics to enable better health. Because on Akshaya Tritiya, when we celebrate the goddess of wealth, we all know that health is the ultimate wealth. And therefore, let me begin by wishing all of you a very, very happy Akshaya Tritiya, which translates into health and wealth and happiness for the world. Because that's really what we stand for. That is the crux of Chairman's vision, dream, and not just vision and dream, but powerful work and enterprise. And that powerful work and enterprise is embodied by all of you. So I'm very happy to call out significant people who are here with us. Of course, our Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Preeta, who flew all night to be with us today, and we're really blessed with her thing. Our Managing Director will be joining shortly. Madhu Shashidhar, the CEO and President of the hospital, or entire hospitals whose partnership and seamless change management in integrating a diagnostic division with a hospital clinical enterprise is a very powerful thing, and growing every single day, are connected to his team's online app. So you get time, place, tests you want, automatic payment. Like I said, each one of you are a star. Your divisions stand proud across the country. Your papers are read by everyone. And more importantly, your reports are what doctors rely upon. And that is the crux of what we do. While the diagnostic arena, especially in laboratory, may make up less than 5% of the healthcare ecosystem, it makes up 98% of the decision making of what to do clinically. So yours is the power to help move forward this diagnosis, to reduce the time taken, to give faster, more precise diagnostics. And Sriram and team are committed that today they can handle 25,000 samples per day in this center. Hyderabad can do an equal number, but this center will double to 50,000 in the very near future and go onwards, that this very same facility of 45,000 can do up to 100,000 samples per day. So that is the power of what is happening. And this is, I said 100,000 samples, but please remember, this is 100,000 lives. This is 100,000 reports and values. This is the power of saying your cholesterol is high, please bring it down so you don't get a heart attack. And what does that mean for your overall metabolic health? Each one of these will get translated and interpreted so that we are partners. But it's a very special day, I promised you, which is what Chairman has dedicated more than 55 years of his life, and that is find the problem early. Non-communicable disease is about early. Pick it up soon so that you can correct it. You always say, don't say thank you. You always say gratitude internally is not the right message. So I think the right message from the Apollo Diagnostics team is we promise. We commit to do it digitally through the 24/7 app. Each one of these is the operational enterprise. And then you have the clinical enterprise. The clinical enterprise will continue to use the latest of science and diagnostics. So besides the word early, which is pick it up, the big one is spatially resolved transcriptomic atlas. In a fairly wonderful hospital called HM Hospital, which was at that time the place where everybody came to. I think it's a little drop of blood or urine or stool. Think of it as a portion of an individual which is giving you a message. And when you interpret that message from that urine or stool or blood, that becomes the life path for that patient or that healthy individual. So that's what you're here for. Thank you all and namaste.
May I please invite Ms. Sunita Reddy, Managing Director of AHEL, whose strategic foresight continues to shape Apollo's legacy of innovation, to please speak on this.
It's such a pleasure to be in front of all of you today. This is indeed a milestone for all of us at Apollo. And I say Apollo because when we think of what Sangeeta just said, we started with a small lab many years ago. And today to see the size and scale at which Apollo Health and Lifestyle has really grown this business is indeed a pleasure. And I think that the future of diagnostics has changed tremendously. I'm sure all of you know that it's a convenience that we offer even at home. And with Apollo, the opportunity to scale, I hope not just India, but in the surrounding countries, because today our ambition is not just to be local, but to be relevant globally. So this is indeed one of the first steps that we've taken to do this work globally. I'm sure that beyond just thinking of the normal work of CBCs, they are getting into high-end genomics.
1983 to give our people and to the people in the world the best possible infrastructure and hospitals with the state-of-the-art technology and clinical expertise, so that people in our country, people in the world, over 150 countries are coming to India because we had this principle always saying we'll have the best technology, best doctor, and best supporting staff to make it as a world class, number one. This is what we did in 83, and I think now, when we're talking about 42, 43 years later, you've done all of these. This is because in each one of you, you had the spirit saying, people have come to me for help. I will do everything that what I will do for my family. This is where I think we have got the best technology, because it's a Zanita effort about the lab. Way back in 1973, when you do a test, when cholesterol, when one report will come as 300, other one will come at 180, other one will come at 220. So we had one Mr. David, who was one of the South America, southern part US. He was top pathologist. He came he's a good friend of mine. He just came to spend 10 days with Dr. Reddy. So I told him, I said, look, I'm treating all these MIs, but they have all of these key risk factors. We need to have accurate reports. People in India, people in the world can trust. But people, as I said, 150 people have come, including people from US have come. I know, I still remember the guy who 15 years ago, who had a heart transplant with us, came back to me and then said, I'm now 10 years younger and 10 times richer. So I think we should be able to, this is not only itself, give the very best to our people, but certainly it should reach the entire world. The prediction way back in 2016, WHO and UN called saying this will 80% of the deaths will be from non-communicable. What are these? Heart attack, stroke, cancer, diabetes, infection. We added 2 more now. For this century, for this decade, we added obesity and mental illness. For all of these, to prevent these, for people, who would say, it's not 80% deaths, we reduced it by 18% or 78%. It will be wonderful. But for that, I think a lab is very necessary. And this is why we have created one of the finest labs in the world. God bless all of you. And think, for all those who are going to be doing this, you must think saying, I'm now here to help any person as though I'm helping my own family.
It is the dawn of a new diagnostic era right here today on a very auspicious day of Akshaya Tritiya here at Chennai. And very soon the lab is going to go global. Imagine a future when a very rare niche, very high-end diagnostic test parameter, the wait time is much shorter. This Central Reference Laboratory, our passion project, but in the paucity of time, I pause now with a promise that the team at CRL will pour their heart and